But the other one I was thinking of was what happened with Michael Landon. Remember, didn't I correct him or something? And
I think so. And I think he was a little miffed with you
Right.
because he had a kid your age
right.
who wasn't working, you know.
Hmm.
And
What did you tell him? Something like he was making $1 million. What did you something about how much money he was making?
yeah,
I think so.
yeah. You
Give a
did.
guy $1 million, or.
Yeah.
But then it was nice because a few years later, we saw him at Paramount, and he kind of went out of his way to come over and apologize.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, I remember that.
No kidding. Well, that was nice.
I think it was when we were doing, well, I don't know, because it was after I'd been on Tommy, after I'd done Bonanza quite a while, seemed like at the time. And he saw us from a soundstage away and came walking over and kind of got down to my level and said, I was going through a lot when we worked together before, and sorry if I was rough or something.
Boy, that's pretty nice.
Really nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
Really
You didn't
nice.
have to do that.
No. No, that was pretty sweet.
That's nice.
The other guy I really liked always was Bill Bixby, and I liked him, and I liked Larry Hagman. I liked Larry Hagman because he was a hippie. Remember? Larry Hagman always came to work with like the African robes on and big Lennon glasses, and
Yeah.
he and Sally Fields were the two people I specifically remember were like right with the hippie thing. They were.
Right, what?
Sally Fields was way into the whole Beatles and hippie and Sgt. Pepper and all of that in her dressing room, and so was Larry Hagman.
Yeah.
They both had like the beads, hanging beads, curtains, and all of that.
Well, you remember when Larry would come to work, he'd wear a big cape.
Well, like a furry, like Afghan.
And he'd open it up, and he had several bottles of wine on either. No, he was very
I don't think that
nice.
was all he was doing.
No?
I think he had some other things he liked too, maybe.
What else?
Yeah.
Oh,
The reefer.
yeah,
But he was funny.
yeah. He was nice.
Speaking of the reefer, speaking of reefer, our old friend Bob Altman, he liked his reefer. You remember, he liked to smoke his pot.
Oh, yeah. In fact, and he couldn't, he had to make sure that your mom sampled it. Oh, yeah. Remember, he couldn't rest till it was passed around. Yeah.
I sort of remember that. I remember walking in one time on that.
Yeah. And then that gave him a little satisfaction, that I got her to do it.
Sure. Well, everybody likes to get someone else to do that, but